Hey, hi. Hello. It's so great to see you here. I haven't seen you in a while. Ever. Say, isn't this a coincidence? You being here while I'm here too. How do you happen to be here? How did you get here? What got you to here? Oh, me? How did I get here? How do I happen to be here? How do I happen to be here doing this? Why this? Oh, I've been doing this for a while now. Everybody's doing this, yeah, because it's, hey, this didn't just happen. Didn't just show up, didn't just burst onto the scene. Oh, no, honey, no, this. It's a result. Yeah, a result. Well, it's a result of a whole long a string of a chain of events, a series, a bunch of coincidences, influences, chance, luck, consequence. Yeah, it's actually a consequence. It's a consequence of a whole long string of a chain of a series of a bunch of. But now that I, wrap my head around it a little, I recall this actually started a long time ago. Oh yeah, a long time ago. When, back when, series, strings of chains. Oh yeah, when my friend Ruthie and I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think you knew her, Ruthie. Kilburn Avenue, Ruthie and I. When Ruthie and I, we were doing something totally different. Something more basic, simpler. Something, a little more like, as it happened, Ruthie and I were totally involved with, very involved, very going along, fully engaged we were, and fine, just fine, happy even. Very involved, very comfortable with, well then, coincidentally, it just so happened two people, Jill and Ralph, were right coincidentally there next to us, right there, who after a while said, well, both of them, they both said, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. Nobody is doing that anymore. Everybody is doing this now. And besides, nobody is even thinking that anymore. Everybody is thinking this now. And we recommend it highly. Oh, so Ruthie and I, we found ourselves drawn in. Oh yeah, and pretty convincingly at that. And before we knew it, we picked up on it, followed suit, followed along. We couldn't help it. And then we got into it. Enjoyed it even. It became a habit. After a while, we didn't even know we were doing it, but we were. And a couple of weeks later, just by chance, we ran into this couple, Cliff and Dot, from wherever, just by chance at this coffee shop, you see. Oh, Don had introduced us. Cliff and Dot, cyclists they were. And funny, they, were doing it too, while drinking coffee. So there we all were, doing it while drinking coffee. Nobody even mentioned it, nobody even noticed. So then what happened? Well, the following year, or Could have been the next, totally oblivious to by then, but because we happened to be doing, we were introduced to this, what was his name, with long view. Well, whatever his name was, with the long view, suggested that was getting us nowhere, and we needed to be concerned with instead. It was the only way to get where we wanted to go, and we had better be concerned with and attend to in a serious manner or deal with the consequences. I don't recall if he ever actually said that consequences thing outright, but we got his drift. I am so glad we met him because we really did want to get where we wanted to go, and so we went, and pretty soon became fixed on ourselves, absolutely fixed. It was amazing. We forgot all about and totally fixed. We even demanded of others. It seems nuts now, but it made some sort of sense then, this fixation. So there we were, going along with this fixation, when who shows up but Mary, with a colleague I used to know from, well, maybe you know Mary. You know Mary with the big, right. Well, then you know that Mary with a big, started with, when was a startup and stayed doing for several years. Oh, yeah. But then get this. She shows up one day out of the blue, totally transfixed by something that happened the night before, saying she is now blown away by otherwise to that. And she must study otherwise to that immediately. Oh, is it like important? Should I know? Because I had never even heard of otherwising to that before. If I had, I didn't really remember it, but it looked so like important. It seemed so necessary, so helpful, so wonderfully compelling. I am so fortunate to have been at, to have been in on this importance. So, off we went. We went along, of course. Everybody blown away. We all were by otherwise to that. Everybody, yeah. And even Mr. Few, too. Everybody. My sister even. And she lives in Alaska. And I never said a thing to her, it's true. So, then what happened? Well, all that otherwising to that continued, mostly the same. Mostly. Until I think just yesterday, or seems like yesterday, when out of nowhere Robin comes back. You know, Robin with she comes back quite by chance from wherever it was she went this time, saying, you gotta, now, no, yeah, that is over. You gotta, now. Well, I knew because had introduced us at when was on its way out. It was a while back. So, sure, why not? Good idea. Great idea. Awesome. Totally. You know, I wasn't that keen on anymore anyhow. Terrific. Absolutely fine. I'm on it. I'm down with that. I'm going there. I love it. Of course, her, it, this. But after a while, everybody said, yeah, everybody said, you know, maybe it's not such a great idea after all. You get so winded. But while all, you know, that was going around, and really because that was going around, this guy, Sam, shows up. Sam, you know, George's cousin, who said, maybe if we try, we'll all be better off. I had read that was good for you. And Frank and Carl, right in front of us, looked like we're already into it. Had been into it for months now or so, they said, and they just happened to turn around, and I said, how do you do? And they said the same. So, come on. So I went. And everybody knows if you just gotta. So, there you have it. That's how I got here. I'm so glad you asked. So, remind me again, how is it that you got here?